Hey everyone, this is 13 meteorologist Sean Ash here. We're going to get into the snow forecast here in a moment. I want to start with today and then we'll get into the mess that's on the way for tomorrow. So here's the rundown. Lot of sunshine today. You got no travel problems at all. Even tonight, you're in good shape here. It's going to be mostly clear. It is going to be chilly. You should be dressing for the 20s if you're going to be outdoors after sunset, after 5 o'clock here. Channel 13 coverage starts at 6 p.m. for Circle of Lights, and the lights will be on shortly before 7 p.m. Temperatures again in the 20s. Not a whole lot of wind, just going to be chilly. So, and if you're going to the old Oak and Bucket game, 7:30 kickoff there in West Lafayette, temps again in the 20s. So here's the breakdown for tomorrow. Please know when you wake up, get out the door 7, 8, 9 o'clock, all of the snow is not going to be on the ground. Okay, this is going to be a more afternoon and evening in terms of the heaviest snowfall rates. Now we're still 24 hours away from this and there's still going to be some adjustments to the snow forecast. Rob will have an update this evening and then Lindsay will be on first thing tomorrow morning on sunrise. So please stay with us. It's still a complex situation here. We will do our best to try to narrow it down as much as we can for your specific area. In terms of the timeline, early in the morning, it's going to be a lot of cloud cover. There may not be a whole lot of snowfall, and if it is, it's more than likely going to be light. There's going to be a layer of dry air at the surface that's going to take a while to overcome. And then eventually, once the air saturates enough, especially after 1, 2 o'clock and before 10 p.m., we are going to have a period of where the snowfall is going to be heavy. We will have a ½ inch to 1 inch per hour snow rates, and the roads will deteriorate rapidly during that time. Even if they're treated, it's going to be coming down too quick, and it will overcome that treatment. Now, Saturday night, there's still some uncertainty on how quickly and how far north, but there will be a transition to kind of a misty snow that doesn't accumulate much, and rain, and the roads may improve for a bit. And then as we go into Sunday morning and temperatures get back below in the 20s, we may see some black ice developing here. Okay, so this is a forecast map. We're still looking at some data, so we could be adjusting some of these zones. But again, keep in mind, you're not going to wake up to this Saturday morning. But before midnight, this is what we are expecting here. So we're still going for a 2 to 4 plus around the metro area. That plus will be if, we don't get the mixing in here quick enough and we stay snow longer, we could certainly eclipse that. All right. The overall thinking is north-northwest heaviest, south-southeast the lightest. But we will have to continue to kind of update this. And also know that depending on how far north the mixing gets, by the time you wake up Sunday morning, because of compaction, which is basically the air warming up and that's the weight of the snow compacts itself down as it warms enough, you could slice away a quick inch, inch and a half of your accumulation here. You get into far northern Indiana, Michiana border, that will be a pretty heavy snow bullet. This is going to be impactful on the roadways regardless of how much snowfall you get here. Just know that. So here we are tomorrow morning and here we are at 1 o'clock. So the snow will be increasing. I mentioned that drier air, it's got to overcome that. And at times, it may eat away at some of this snow potential. These darker shades of blue, that will be the heavier snow rates that will move in during the afternoon and during the evening. And you see those dark blues that are encompassing much of the state at that point in time. That is going to be heavy snow flying around here. And we may have it coming down pretty well for 3 or 4 hours around the metro area, and it's going to last longer north. So this will be the uncertainty. How quickly does this mixing line go? How far north? The thinking is at least gets to I-70. Whether or not it goes farther north, that's still to be determined. But as that happens, and notice that's at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, as that happens, snow rates ease road conditions will improve, and then again, that's when we'll start to see some of this melting and compacting. But there's going to be probably a solid 6 to 7 hour window later tomorrow into the evening where, travel is going to be tough. It's going to be challenging if you're out there. Just know that. So by Sunday morning, we start to notice that temperatures drop down into the 20s again. And this is why we think we'll have to be on the lookout for black ice developing even on treated surfaces, because that moisture is just going to refreeze. And that could be a problem much of Sunday, because we're not going to warm much at all. I don't know if we're going to get above the freezing mark on Sunday. So that's why, even though the bulk of the accumulation will be done, though we are going to squeeze out some snow showers, you can see there across central and northern Indiana on Sunday. So again, let me show you this map and know that, again, could change, but the overall thinking is 2 to 4 along I-70. I-70 is going to be very difficult. If we don't get mixing, we'll be on the higher end of things. We have that, and that's the case, we may have to move this down. Very possible Lafayette, Kokomo get into that 7+ zone there, and then much more likely that we're going to have well in excess of warning criteria over the northern third of the state. Still, pretty complex over southern Indiana too, because you could still get a quick burst of 1 or 2 inches of snow, if not a little bit more, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're transitioning to rain, and it just pushes that stuff down and makes it a big pile of slop here. So it's kind of a complex setup. We recommend that you stay with us here. Updates to come, okay? But weather impact alert day for Saturday, especially that afternoon and evening window that I just addressed. Staying on the chilly side here on Sunday. Another snow potential Monday into Tuesday, and then the overall pattern is going to be pretty active and pretty cold. As we go into next weekend, we could have a couple more systems that move through as well. There's your 7-day forecast now that will take you in to late week here. So that's the latest. We still have data coming in, and the forecast will be fine-tuned in terms of impacts and amounts leading up to the first flakes. So as I mentioned, Rob will have an update starting at 4 p.m., and then Lindsay will have a fresh look at things come tomorrow morning on sunrise at 6 a.m. Stay safe and be weather aware.